Here are 5 essential YouTube tips that you must follow if you want to grow your YouTube channel in 2021 and beyond. Now keep watching till the end of this video because I've got some really useful insights for you and you won't want to miss out. My name is Aaron and I help people grow their businesses and find success online. Now if that sounds like something you'd be interested in, then please consider subscribing, liking and sharing this video and hitting that bell notification button so you get a notification every time I upload a new video. So that's the intro done. Now we're going to go over to my screen and I'm going to show you the top tips. So here we are on my screen. I'm going to take you through the 5 steps that I think everyone on YouTube should be using to grow their channel. Now I'm going to put timestamps on this video, so if you want to navigate to a certain section then it should be easy to do so. If you find I'm going too fast for you, then you can just slow the video down in the YouTube settings. And if I'm going too slow, then you can just speed me up. So the first tip I have for you is to do good keyword research. Now you could have awesome content, but if no one can find it when they search, then it's almost useless. YouTube is the second largest search engine in the world after Google, so there's endless traffic for you to use. You just need to know how to get people onto your video, and keywords will help with that. If you don't know, keywords are simply words or phrases that people put into a search engine when searching for certain content. I use a special tool called vidIQ to help me research keywords, and I'm going to show you that in just a minute, so keep watching. So the second consideration is the search volume to competition ratio. If I try to rank a video for a keyword such as cat, then it will be very difficult because the competition for that word is huge. So even though there's a huge search volume, the competition is way too high to make that search worth targeting. But if you went for a phrase such as Siamese cat, for example, then it still has a very high search volume, but it's more specific, so your video would be able to rank easier under that keyword phrase. Now this leads on to the last point, which is to find untapped keywords. By untapped, I mean keywords that not many people are using, but they still have potential. So let me show you vidIQ and you can see exactly what I mean and how I research keywords. Here I am on the vidIQ keyword inspector. Now they've got all sorts of things on the dashboard such as your most viewed videos, competitors, trend alerts, analysis, and I'll explain these things later on in the video. But let's search for a keyword. So for example, this video is about how to get views on YouTube, right? So let's search how to get views on YouTube. And it will show us all of this data around this search term. So it tells me the search volume, this is how many searches that this keyword has per month. And it also says the competition and the overall score. So for example, if the search volume was high and the competition was low, this overall score would be really high, meaning that keyword would be a great one to target. So a search phrase like how to get more views on YouTube is fairly generic. So it has an overall score of about 59 out of 100. But we want to look for keyword phrases with overall scores of about 65 plus, ideally as close to 100 as possible. So let's take this and let's say, get more views on YouTube fast 2021. And now you can see it's gone up to 69. So this is quite a good keyword to target. The competition is very low, but there's still a decent search volume of 1,700 searches a month. So this would be an example of a good keyword phrase to target. So you just keep going through this list and keep searching more keyword phrases until you find good keywords to target and add to your videos. So for example, how to get more video views on YouTube. Video views on YouTube fast 2021. And this also has a 69 overall score. So this might be another good one to add because the search volume is slightly higher at 2,500 searches per month. I've also included an example of a misspelt tag. Now these can sometimes be quite good to get that extra traffic. So for example here it says YouTube with a W at the end, as the W is next to the E on the keyboard. So people might accidentally tap that. Now even though it's actually misspelt, this search term has a good overall score, so it might be one that you want to target. Once you have your keywords done, you're going to want a powerful thumbnail and title, as these things will make people click onto your video. So don't make it too complex. It's important to keep things simple, but your thumbnail and title should capture attention instantly. You can do this by using capital letters, bold text, or lots of colors. If you take the thumbnail of this video as an example, I used a lot of bright colors and big bold text to draw people in. So vidIQ has a built-in template maker which can be really useful if you're just starting out, but you can also use other tools like Canva, for example. Next, you need to follow what's already working on YouTube, as this will bring more eyes and more interest to your video. Take inspiration from the successful creators in your niche, but don't copy them completely. Also, check these competitors' analytics and their keywords. Now I'm going to show you how I do that right now in my niche. My niche is online business and software tutorials, so I could search for a successful channel in this niche, as I have done, which is someone like Neil Patel as an example. If I search for him, then we can see he's done all sorts of videos, and for example this video in particular. Now he's done this video on ranking in Google. Even though this was 2 years ago, it's got 415,000 views, so I can see it's clearly working. Maybe then I could do a video about how to rank on number 1 on Google using software tools, as there are clearly a lot of people looking for this. Google is the number 1 search engine in the world. If I click on this video, then you can see that vidIQ gives me all these stats on the side. So it gives me the vidIQ score. The higher this score, the better. It tells me the views per hour, the duration of the video, how many views it has overall. It shows me the thumbnail, engagement rate, all these kinds of things. Now this video has a perfect SEO score. It's 100 out of 100, which is amazing. So now if I go down, I can actually see the tags that he's used on this video, and I can see where he's ranking on YouTube for these tags. So as an example, he's used the keyword SEO tools here. So he's actually ranking number 2 on YouTube for that keyword. So vidIQ is great for this, as I can see his SEO score, and I can literally just take some of his tags and maybe add my own keywords to them to rank even higher. So that's like I showed you in the first step of this video. So these analytics give you golden information which you really should follow. The fourth step is check your own analytics. It's really important to know how your audience is responding. vidIQ has another useful tool called a channel audit tool, which helps you see exactly what's going well on your channel and what's maybe not going so well. Now I know I'm recommending vidIQ a lot, but that's because I genuinely do love the tools that they give you. Then once you have these analytics, you need to respond to them. You need to respond to what your audience is telling you. So maybe if my watch time is low, I could, for example, create shorter videos that are quicker to watch. Or if my engagement is poor, then I could start engaging my fans more by asking more questions in my videos. The more content you have on your channel, obviously the more analytics you're going to have, and the more you're going to know about your audience and what they respond to. As you grow on YouTube, it's going to get easier to know what kind of content you should be making, as you'll have more feedback from your fans directly. Lastly, you should keep an eye on the trending videos in your niche. So this is kind of similar to step 3, but it's not quite the same, as trends tend to last for shorter periods of time. You can remake videos with trends from your niche. Don't use these as your only videos, but do a video that contains a trending topic once in a while, as it will get you more views to your other videos. So don't copy these videos exactly. That's always just a bad idea. You need to add your own twist. You can also set up trend alerts in vidIQ and with various other tools. These let you know what topics are trending, so you can keep a close eye on them, and you can respond to that by making certain content that will target those trends. Hopefully you learned something new in this video. If you did, then I'd really appreciate it if you would subscribe to my channel, like this video and share it with your friends. That would make a big difference to me, as I can continue making these kinds of videos with your support. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.